Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ESL ESEA Pro League. I am Lee D-Man Smith. I'm joined by Lauren Pansy Scott, and it is going to be Fnatic versus PENTA on Cobblestone.
Yes.
This will be a riveting match, ladies and gentlemen. It could be a close one.
Dead air is really important to broadcasting, but Fnatic will be picking up the knife round and getting the choice of sites. And hello again, we're back.
What's up?
I thought we normally sit in game. Oh, it's okay. Okay, sorry. It's for the beautiful lower third. Isn't it great? Follow us. Anyway, talking about the game, let's kind of break this down because let's be honest, this is a very one-sided affair. Or at least on paper, Fnatic, they've got the choice of side now. They are arguably the best in the world. You know, maybe with TSM not too far outside.
Yep.
But then you, as I was about to say, you refine it down to Cobble, you're going to get a very different affair. And they're already doing a 4-man stack towards B for Fnatic up against PENTA, who are sending their forces that way. So if JW does hop up it, he's going to get a good chunk of information. There's one. Oh, there's one gone.
Oh, my word.
It's just sexy Counter-Strike watching JW. I swear to God, it's like, finally gets shut down by Crystal, but what a way to start.
Yeah, just that little tap. Back and forth. So, one apiece so far as I move my microphone a little close to my mouth. Not sure how it moved, but nonetheless, it is Crims and Pronax tucked in the corner on B side. Spiddy's the only man over on A, so they're sitting deep there, but it is going to be a back away from PENTA.
Spiddy's really far ahead. That's really good news.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to get the information that, hey, there's literally no one here. But it's drawn back to, and now PENTA are going to make the play. They're going to do the wrap here. Olaf and Flush is going to stop him, or at least try to. Crystal leading the charge. He's going to find him with taps and looks for follow-up. Flushy goes down. All right, PENTA. There's a little bit of fire in their belly now. Pronax and Crims having to chase back. They were playing on B.
May well be odds stacked in Fnatic's favour, but this round definitely should be going the way of PENTA, barring any critical errors. Crimson, Pronax about to peek on through. There's only two places they can come from, and the whole of PENTA are staring right at them. One little cheeky flash from Pronax almost manages to work his way in there. He can find one towards Tabson, but can't get the second. And it's Crystal and Spiddy that will clear up. Nice little round from PENTA there. We saw similar coming out of Mousesports earlier on against NIP. They went with 2 down through ramp and 2 through window. Worked out well. Nice little wrap around. This time, though, PENTA, everybody just piling through window, and Spiddy, the one man to get around the back of them.
Nice work for PENTA. However, in the last game, they did lose this round, but look how much PENTA have invested here. All rifles. Okay, 2 Galils, but still, this is a heavy investment into this one. Knowing that they are certainly up against it. Smoke's going to go down, but the 4-man stack going to play out. Crims pushing straight up. He's going to find a hell of a lot of information now. Like, guys, literally, no one's here. Get the hell over towards A. At least help out Flusher, who's going to be playing by his lonesome, as PENTA are working their way up long. Maybe try and utilize those rifles as much as possible.
Crims not
Spiddy's
looking
watching
towards Spiddy. Yeah, Spiddy's going to find him, but he gave enough information that Fnatic did get that rotate. Now, Olaf Meister's in a good position. Flusher tucked in around the corner. Olaf's not able to land the kill, though. Flusher going to get one, and a second as well. JW picks himself up another, and now it's an AK in the hands of Flusher. Crystal's got to be careful. JW picks him off. Spiddy gets taken down. And just like that, disaster strikes for PENTA after a beautiful little pistol round. They go straight into the clutches of Fnatic.
I think there was a team kill in there for PENTA. You can see it here. So Strux found Olaf. Great shot from Flusher. Yeah. But in the end, it was Tarsin in the background who actually managed to take down Tabson. But Flusher then was able to pick up the last as well. So, you know, individually, Fnatic outstanding. And now PENTA once again losing that second round. Something we saw in that first go of things in their previous matchup. And now Fnatic have all their rifles pretty much, and whatever they didn't recover, JW's gone and got the Mag 7. Pronax ready with that SMG just to get farming up the money here. As Flusher, I think he just caught a glimpse of the foot there, going to back away, drop out the nade, and probably go for the re-challenge if he wants to.
Tarsin that crept through, managed to get himself up top.
It looks like they're doing the drop again, though. It looks like they're trying to do the wrap if they keep up with this sort of formation. Spiddy and Tabson waiting a drop down. 3 players by A.
There they go. They're going to challenge out, but Flusher's got the better of them. Not falling for it. Tabson with that shotty. Going to try and drop on down. I think they're going to change direction and go towards B. JW, though, is up close and personal with that Mag 7. And now Spiddy forced to try and step away. The shotgun comes in, takes him down to 7. Strux has been left all the way over on 8. Not even involved in this one. Oh, the nade just rattles in. And Strux now the last man standing. Bomb in control for Fnatic.
And he's just praying for an exit frag of some variety. He's got head armor, so he doesn't really want to lose it. But really, by this point, there's not a great deal he can recover here. Desperately looking. Flusher and Olaf and the boys, they are actually starting to spread out. He's got 20 seconds to try and stay alive or find something here. And Flusher's going to be the man just to his right. And the tag did come out, but not enough. Flusher closes down the round again. Big play from him, 3 kills that round. Of course, they were only against pistols, but still, there was armor involved, so Penta would try to do what they can. They're now probably forced into that double eco situation, pretty much, or at least kind of not the ideal buy in any margin. And Spitty will be able to get the deagle going, but you know, on the side of Fnatic, they're just walking in a wonderland. They've got all the money in the world they want by this point. GW just sitting back, chilling out with that Mag 7. He doesn't need any more. He plays around drop at this point, so he's fine. It looks like Penta just want to charge it out.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to rush straight across. They've left drop open at the moment. Pronax is going to work his way around, but they had left it completely open. They're going to be challenged on Pronax. He's going to get that little flash out as they come around the corner, and he's just going to mow them down. Spitty, another one to challenge, but they know anything comes through the window. Olofmeister to clear things off. Comfortable round.
And he was so calm under pressure then. It literally... unbelievably calm. He was getting pressured by, what, 3, 4 players, basically, all coming through drop, backs away, gets out the flash, sits well in the corner, takes the challenge on the first guy, and then the others are flash, waiting for Olaf to come and help him out there. So, brilliantly done. Okay, now let's look at Penta. What do they have here? We've got the AWP on Crystal. Didn't see him AWPing in the last one. I think that was Strux who was taking it for a little bit of a spin, pretty much, on that B-side on Inferno. So nice to see Crystal picking that mantle back up. Olaf perfectly, turning that flash there. Gonna try and work out. But Penta playing fairly fast towards taking long here, getting up close towards Flusher quite early on.
Trying to rattle those shots through the smoke, but not really finding anything. They do manage to catch on to Flusher, though. He went a little too aggressive over on the top along 8. JW still got himself tucked in over on platform, which is where Spitty and Tabson are trying to get some shots off, but it's this long A push. Olofmeister's rotated and got himself positioned. Crims is going to join him. He does get flashed out, gets himself one, but he's tagged very low here and trying to hold that spray down. Strux will get him down. Crims just going to get a peek around the side.
Yeah, 4v3 Fnatic at a disadvantage now. Wondering to see how Penta work with this. They know where the bomb is, possibly. It's going to be picked up there and worked maybe over towards this B side. JW is the only player here thus far. The Pronax will be spotted if he crosses, but Crims takes the fight towards Crystal. That's going to start swinging things. Crims can solo A. Pronax can help out JW. If Penta want to take this fight, they've got to go fast.
He still Strux run on by. Crims got all the information needed.
That
You can see Fnatic, they're already on the full road. Say JW does get flashed out. Now they're into sight. Pronax has got to be careful the way he approaches this one. Catches a glimpse, and that's going to be Spitty on platform. Now here's the plant go down. Oh, so close to landing the shot, but he is all alone here. Manages to get himself one. No, not quite. The crossfire was there. And it's Tabson that does the damage. 3 for him, and Strux gets himself the 1. They do get an important round against Fnatic there. Fnatic were in danger of cruising out of control there. Yeah,
they're keeping it to a degree fairly close. And 3-2, a respectable scoreline thus far, especially against Fnatic. Let's remind ourselves that. But now we can see JW on the AWP. We're going to see these guys going back on the buy. They have no problem there. And looking at Penta, of course, they can be a little bit more shoddy. Spitty only going for that Tech 9. He does have a molly with him. He's got the flash, he's got the smoke, but JW going for the aggressive peek here. Tabson getting boosted up, waiting for that challenge. And JW just going to readjust around and look for another opportunity.
It's rattling through. Crystal gets hit heavily by that one. I tell a lie, that wasn't him that got hit by the grenade. He got hit by the spray. Must have been the challenge with Olofmeister. JW finds one, though. It's Tabson that challenges. Spitty is also just around that corner. And instead, we go over towards A site. Flusher, grenade goes through. Just a little tack on towards Strux. Not too much damage. And Long A once again being challenged. Penta looking to try and make the break here. But they're not able to find an opening over on A site just yet.
No, and Flush is in a great little angle, kind of holding slightly passively there with Crims to support if required. And Penta running down that clock quite late, though. 40 seconds now. They're going to have to start building towards this, and Crims already begun to peek out, find one. Flusher now has the information. He's going to find Strux, but while this happens, Penta make a mad dash for it, trying to get the cross towards A, but they know Pronax will not be far. The flash is coming in to slow him down, but Crystal turns that, takes the shot, doesn't get it. Flusher holds firm.
Spitty all alone. Trying to creep back up the slope there. Does manage to get a glimpse onto Flusher. Gets a good tag on towards him and takes him down, but That was answered in kind by the in-game leader, Pronax. And now Penta's economy once again in tatters. As they thought they got themselves going there, but Fnatic answer straight back.
Yeah, JW winning the battle out on B, them from platform, picking up that kill. I think that was Tarsin he found. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. And then remember Flusher, of course, doing some real work towards A-Long as well, picking up 2, holding that passive angle with Crim, supporting him well, taking the opening shot to try and get the information. But 3-2 split coming out here from Penta, but it's still very early on. Olof has been losing out on some of these initial battles. Crystal last round did manage to pick him up, so not yet having the biggest game of his life, but why does he need to, and his teammates are doing just as well. And we are seeing Olof backing away a little. Flusher falling back as well, and seems as though they're very much believing this is going to be a B play. Spiddy and Tabson already getting over there, and Penta are building towards it.
Oh, flash down and drop there. Pronax getting a little peek around. Spiddy and Tabson waiting to hop on down there. Pronax is backed away, so they've left drop room fairly exposed here. Pronax preferring to defend from the window, actually. Just a little short. Still not got information. Crimson's going to get a little peek now. Now he gets the information. He sees them coming into B, so they're going to back away, gets himself into a comfortable position while Penta push on through.
Hesitant stuff, though, from Penta. They looked towards it. They didn't commit. They've drawn 4 players here. Almost Flusher as well. They are waiting for this one. 35 seconds left. They're running out of time here. And here we go, in towards drop. That's Tabson leading the way. Fnatic playing from the side itself. Olof watching the cross through. They know they've got control here. But Crystal is looking towards A. I wonder if they're going to try and wrap this. 20 seconds, so they've got to go fast. And already Pronax singling out one. That was Tabson. Adjust well towards Tarsin. And it looks like Penta being mowed down.
He manages to get away though, Pronax. Very low on health. Tries to get himself into safety. Gets the support of his team is exactly what he needed. Crims gets himself a quick double as well. And Flusher will close it out. So, nice stuff from Penta, but sadly they didn't have any weapons in that round. But this time they will. Picking themselves up the AKs and a Galil. See what they can offer with their second rifle round. Fnatic, though, sitting with that AWP. Untouched in that round. They did get challenged pretty heavily. It was led by 4 and they lost last time around. So, I think it's starting to be a little bit more respectful this time. Penta stacking out. Do get tagged by that grenade, but trying to move quick and early. Instead, Tabson, oh, he got himself tucked in that corner. They've been bouncing grenades into that corner the last couple of times, and this is no different as Tabson gets tagged up.
To be fair, that's the second time this game as well. Crystal's found, not necessarily the opener, but a very early kill towards Olof, keeping things interesting on toward A. But now JW in a very dangerous situation. He will get the leg, but not the shot off properly. Tabson will find him, and now 5v3. Penta should be able to close this, but Crims and Pronax aren't too far away.
Yeah, but they know there's an AWP on that edge, and Tabson's picked it up, and it seems to be the Poison Chalice right now, because he got picked off the second he got his hands on it. But now Fnatic know the position. They know that they're making their way towards B site, and the rotate is coming out here. Another tag, not quite finding on towards Tabson. Crystal will get taken down in drop. Flusher picking his way through the whole of Penta, but he has to go one better and find some more. 2 members remain. No plant down, 35 seconds on the clock. Flusher trying to be patient, does go a little too aggressive though, and Strux will find him. And once again, in the rifle round, Penta managed to come out on top.
Good stuff from Penta there, just kind of putting body after body towards B. Really, JW losing out that early on, didn't quite get the shot off that he wanted. It means a Penta keeping this not too far away from a possibility. You know, 5-3 overall. It does feel as though we're waiting for Fnatic to wake up, which is the wrong attitude to have. I'm going to have to start, you know, taking things a little bit more seriously here, because Penta are working this out. Olof has been shut down several times now, which is very surprising. Him bottom fragging here is not very good. This is not what I'm used to. Bear in mind, I did advise Alex to put it into his fantasy team earlier. I better pick it up here. But still, Olof. Maybe this time going to try and avoid Crystal, who's been his nemesis throughout this game. SJW already up, boosted from that drop room. He's dominating that one, and Spiddy might just walk into this, but Spiddy gonna take the shot and win it out. Fnatic
stuff.
Just playing a little aggressive here, to say the very least. And look at this. This has caused Olof and Crims to come back towards B, while Penta are slowly building towards A.
Who else in the world would go boosted on drop with an AWP? I don't know anyone else that would do that other than JW. It almost worked for him though.
Almost.
Just a couple of inches to the left, it would have landed. Tarsin's creeping his way along long A again. This might be a rotate through. Speedy's getting a look through window, and suddenly they have drop room cleared. Penta making their way through. Is this going to be a wraparound? Tarsin's all the way through on towards A side. Flusher just around the side of that APC. Tarsin's still yet to see anyone, so he's got to be calling it thinking they're all on B. Can't see anyone here. Is that going to be enough to draw the attention? Crimson Olaf still over on A side. Is Pronax all alone? And he's going to try and throw the flash out, but was caught with the nade in his hand. And now it's the retake for Fnatic. Little taps coming out, and Crims does find one head. Tapson on 3 health, remember. Olaf Moister's made this big wraparound.
No one's actually predicting this from Penta just yet. No one's looking that way. Olaf, finally they do consider. I think Tabson just saw the gun. Great little quick shot from Tabson. And Crims is getting the hell out of there. He wants to try and keep that gun as much as possible. He knows this round is slipped between their fingertips. And Penta finding some form here. This is going to be 5-4. This is not a bad way for them to be playing out. They're keeping up with Fnatic.
Yes, good start from them. We do know, that, of course, that Fnatic have an incredible T side. So at the moment, Penta need to get those rounds on the board. They are testing Fnatic very well, though.
Yeah.
And they're winning out in the duels, more impressively.
Yeah, it's, you know, I can't dispute it. They're playing very well. You're going to have to take it for what it is. Looking at that scoreboard, it's not even one individual playing well. It's, you know, Struck's having a good game on 7-5, but then Tabs and Spiddy not too far away either. Crystal's been winning out the important duels. And look at Fnatic's economy. It's starting to get a little bit trashed here. Let's be honest, you've got the Mag 7 coming out, 2 M4s, a Famus and a Scout, so certainly far from perfect. Maybe JW's going to slow down a little here, but no, he still wants that challenge. Popping up, drops out the nade, backs away to safety. Does get a small connect, but Tabson is ready and waiting for this.
Shots rattling through, but not finding any holes. Is Spiddy about to challenge this drop? Crimson Pronax await. Now they're going to come on down. Spiddy's managed to get himself in there. There's 2 Fnatic members around this corner, and I don't think he's going to be expecting 2. 1 at the very least. Does come around, gets the flash out there. Oh, that was just unlucky. That was almost on point. But Pronax will pick up the kill as they push now through on towards the platform. JW still waits, gets a little glimpse, gets a hold of them, and Tabson just gets wrecked. That's the AWP down.
Yeah, but Tarsa was able to pressure him. He does find Crims, but Olaf hops through the window and says, no, not anymore. You're going to have to stop right now. But it's now down to Crystal to do some work here. He's working his way up from that A side, looking for the kill. He's behind Olaf. Flusher didn't see him. And Strux can make his way around. This is big, but Flusher somehow gets the kill, and Strux could have had the perfect opportunity then. Now they know what's up. Strux is now in a predicament. What can he do here?
I think he's looking to save.
Does he go to that cheeky spot we saw earlier?
Yeah, this is the one that
I think it was Vogo was doing.
Vogo was doing it.
No,
yeah.
he's not quite in there actually.
No, he was.
There it is.
There it is.
Wee.
Just get a little glimpse of them coming around the corner. Safety spot. So Fnatic do pick up the round. Eventually. A little worried about the hopping and skipping, what was going on there. 6-4 is the score for Fnatic. And, well, Penta starting to put pressure on them, but now they're back to an awkward situation where they have to either force up something, which it does look like they're going to do. A couple of Deagles and Tech-9s coming in here.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one for Penta. They've done well since they've had that kind of full purchase beside them once they've been able to get those full guns, you know, the full works coming out.
JW
but now this is a problem, and now JW being aggressive, feeling confident again, finds tabs, and they've got control of where they need to.
That was the boost again with the AWP. It seems to be something.
Because, you know, when you fail once, why not do it again and make it work?
Try and try again. Flush is going to find the back of Crystal's head. That's going to force him down. Couple of tags. It's Strux and Spiddy both going to challenge him. He was caught between a rock and a hard place there, split between the two. And that's given them 2 weapons, but Olaf Meister from range does manage to find one. Oh, Spiddy gets a second. And Crimson Olaf now down. Now, if Spiddy's going to go for the rotate, he's got 50 seconds, plenty of time to do this. But I think he's trying to sell a fake. JW sold it. He's heading over to B. It's Pronax. It's effectively a one-on-one now, Spiddy and Pronax.
And Spiddy, he's looking for it, but bear in mind, Pronax is just above there, holding the perfect position, really. Oh, he's peeking around, actually. He's giving it a chance here, but Pronax, he's trying towards it. JW a mile away. Spiddy, in theory, could slip through towards B, But now, definitely not. Pronax spots him out. The alarm bells will ring. JW, get over here. I need help. But there's the molly. It even hits him to take him lower. Spitty gets one down here. Now it's down to the 1v1. JW up against Spitty, and Spitty wants the shot. He takes one. He sees JW, but what will JW do? Bomb goes in. JW goes to the challenge, but oh, JW wins it out in the last couple of seconds. Just sheer aggression from that man.
Managed to switch out. There was an M4 on the floor there. And that was the difference. He had an AWP before, managed to just grab it from the doorway. I think it was Crims's actually. And he manages to switch it back as well. 7-4 Fnatic. Very close though, Penta. And that was a force round as well, more importantly. Now they've got the full AKs. It's definitely causing problems for Fnatic. This is not easy for them.
Fnatic are having to work for this. It's not a walk in the park, but Penta just... I don't know. They're keeping it close, but you've got to feel Fnatic's T-side is something to be revered. And JW looking for the first opener here, down on B long. But it's going to be Flush who's going to have a lot more to deal with, and that nade supported by the bullets coming out of the M4A4 is going to do wonders here, but well, tabseN expected. Here we go, spraying into this one. tabseN does find the reply, and I guess you don't need to see someone to kill him these days.
No, just you hear the bullets. Shoot in that direction. JW, is he expecting Spitty up so close over on B site? Just around that corner. Yes, he is, because he's just got his sights trained on that corner. Pretty sure he knows that there's somebody there. The rest of the Penta are creeping this way. Crystal's going to be the first to come around this corner. JW, they're going to have to time this one right. Instead, what?
That looked on him, I'm not gonna lie.
Looked very much on him. He must have moved and now he's actually in a real tricky situation because he's stuck in the corner and he knows it. And they're just going to rust him down.
Oh, it's Crims. It's Crims.
Oh, it was Crims that got it. I thought he got with the USP. But safety from Crims. Instead, JW goes down. Now we're into a 3-on-3. That nade. Oh, it's not going to get thrown out. Now it's a 2-on-3. And Fnatic in trouble.
Great work coming out from Penta here, pouring on towards that B side. Olof's around the back, but tarseN, he's considering there might be something afoot here, and he will get the peek off, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2 trade in favor to Fnatic. Here is Crystal now, last man standing. He's going to get one bout. He doesn't get the time to adjust, and Crims will come through, get the defuse. But Penta's play has been improving, and I don't know where this team was in their previous game.
Yeah, where were they against Titan a moment ago?
Because you're seeing Crystal really finding some form. He's starting to warm up. The kills are important. They've been vital to the play, and JW's been shot down a good couple of times there, being flashed down. We got a little excited when we thought that shot came through from him. The timing was pretty close, but it was Crims in the end. But yeah, Fnatic, always strong, there's no disputing that, but you've got to give credit to Penta here, picking up 4 rounds by this point on the T side. You could argue as the favoured side or not, depending on the teams. They're playing it well.
8-4 the score, though. In the end, Fnatic have themselves already those 8 rounds on this half, and more importantly, they have a very strong T side. So Penta, while they are threading together a couple of decent plays, they're not quite closing out the rounds, and Fnatic are in the stronger position. Drop rooms control almost going to Penta there. They actually have forced Pronax to back away, and Olaf's also going passive, covering the window. Now the smoke goes down. It does look like tabseN not going to go through. It is a bit of a fake as the rest of the team start to push over towards A site. Flusher's all alone over there at the moment. Olaf Meister's starting to make the transition that way. As soon as Flusher spots them, now they know. Now the rotate's coming out. Fnatic have got to pour on over towards the A site, but Penta are already in a great position to keep them at bay.
Yeah, they are, but they might slow down for tarseN here, let him do some work, but tabseN feels like taking the challenge, and that might be an error. Already Olaf going to send Impact in, as Crystal does have that Mag 7. Maybe trying to hop, leap, skip, do anything to find a bit of an angle, but not going to find much for this one. But there we go, there's the Deagles. Spitty and tarseN doing the work. Woo! Crystal finds it. All right, we're in a 1v2, but it is Olaf. And now tarseN, bomb loose. Olaf gets taken down by the Deagle, and the Deagle's back, ladies and gents.
What is it with Penta and pistols? I don't know. I don't know what it is. That seems to be, you think back to the Titan game, that's when they were actually having probably the most success. They only picked up 3 rounds in that game. They've got 5 already on the T side, so they are in a better matchup already. Maybe they needed that little warm-up against Titan to get going. But Fnatic now forced down to pistols. And let's see how aggressive they will be going. Olaf Meister's going pretty aggressive. That nade's going to go straight onto him. Took him down to 71. Decent tag already. Now, do Penta realize the economy of Fnatic? Do they realize they force him down to pistols? I'm not quite sure they do. Looks like a boost is going to come out, and Spiddy's waiting for this. Spiddy's going to be sat the other side. Oh, he's just backed away. The time, he was right there, and he's just turned away. They're all stacking up to go through to B.
They are. We've got JW, Pronax, waiting patiently. Crims, all waiting out. The flashes are coming in, and Fnatic, they're just sitting back, and Crims is around the backside here. If JW sees how many are pouring through already, this is going to be a sign for Crims to get going. Olaf has joined him, but JW above the molly, waiting out ever so patiently, and now the distraction comes in. JW and Pronax pounce. The CZs are coming through, and Crims does the damage.
Oh.
It's down to Spiddy, and he is doing what he can, but it's not enough. Fnatic, even with the odds against them, showing you exactly what they can do.
Forced down to pistols, and they still pick up the round. Pound for pound, straight answering what Penta just did. And they get themselves the 9th round. And now
It hurts your feelings a bit, because you start believing, and Penta, you're like, oh, they've turned the pistol around.
So well.
And then they pick up CZs, and it's like, oh, guess not.
I guess Fnatic are actually playing now. Maybe they could have done this from the start. Nevertheless, Fnatic and Penta in the final round of the first half. Penta looking to try and get something. 9-6 would be a great score, honestly, for them. And if they could have a successful T-side, anything is possible. But JW and Crims lurking in the smoke the other side, tossing the nades through, catching a little bit on Tabson, but it's Spiddy that's been found through the smoke by Pronax. Actually, drop round that was. Tabson's going to challenge once again. This time he finds Pronax. Pins him to the wall. Nicely done that. Oh, but long 8 is being pushed. It's Flusher that's working his way through. Strux is just around the corner. Gets flashed up and not able to answer the challenge from Flusher. And now Crystal is just below him. Flusher's got to realize it, but he gets taken down. But this is the last man standing. And he's going to push on towards long A. Speed is his weapon right now, and he might get himself into a zone. But Crims is waiting the second he comes around the corner. Olaf Meister's going to catch him as he passes.
Yeah, out of the... Well,
did you see him?
I think he did. Olaf waiting patiently, and we are going to be seeing around a 10-5 on the half in favour to Fnatic, but to be fair, Penta have done well. I hate having to clarify this when you look at a scoreline, but they've done well here. They've proved that they can play even against some of the very good, the very best teams, and Fnatic were losing out on some of the traits.
I feel a little bit like Bruce Forsyth when you say that. Didn't he do well? It's just
I'm too young to know who he is.
It's like the mocking... You knew who Bruce Forsyth is.
Who?
But yes, it's kind of like that mocking tone of when somebody loses.
It does sound condescending.
Yeah, it's that condescending tone when he loses, and he's like, but they did so well.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, but a win's a win. And at the moment, Penta got the work cut out.
The thing that I can't get over is the fact that they were such a different team in their first game.
Well, they lost 16-3 to Titan on Inferno. That's actually pretty hard to do.
Ouch.
Well, I mean, it's Inferno. It's just... It's sort of ingrained that you will pick up at least quite a few rounds on that CT side.
Yeah.
Maybe the odd lucky one on T side, but nonetheless, Fnatic now on the T. What will they do in the pistol? Let's get things underway in a moment. We're just waiting for them to sort themselves out. It's still not underway. There we go. There's the round restart coming in. So what have we got? Let's see. Okay, we've got another restart. Great. Love 2 restarts running. Smoke for Olaf, double flash. Here's armor for the rest of the team. Yep, there we go. Oh no, actually Pronax going with a nade, not going with the armor. Full utility, full spread. Just one single defuse kit for Crystal. And it is going to be a 3-2 split for Fnatic.
All right, let's see what they got here. So going with a similar kind of purchase into this one, we saw the 2 utility players, 3 with the armor. Strux does get a good chunk of information gathered early. Going to back the hell away from there, though. Probably not going to be able to challenge out that many Glocks lining up that close to him. And now we see, what does Fnatic want to do with this? How do they want to play this one out? Because they clearly have a plan in mind. It's interesting.
I think they're going to do the same.
Utility player.
I think this is going to be through... Oh no, it's a lie. JW is going to join them over on A side. I reckon Olaf's going to go the wraparound. Generally, Olaf is the full distracting force for Fnatic on this. It's straight over to B, distract as much as you can. There's the Fnatic. They're stacking up. Looking like it's going to be 3 from long, 1 up ramp. Olaf creeps through the smoke. Here we go.
That's it. That's all the utility put out, at least for Olaf. Pronax still has his, but that's going to be put into play, and that's just keeping the players at B because that is not where they are going. They're heading straight towards A. Crystal and Strux are still ready and waiting. So that cross is not going to be easy. Towson and Tabson en route. Olaf around the back, but he's not needed just yet. Flush is doing the work with the Glock, and now you're seeing them peeking out. You're seeing them pick up the kills, and actually, Fnatic are not having the easiest of times until suddenly JW and Flusher find their footing, and around the back, Olaf lingers away. It's down to JW, but I think the knife is certainly incoming. You can see JW is like baiting for it.
Oh, they've got to be careful they don't screw this up by going too cocky there, but Olaf with the semi-auto. Spitty, while he's on site, they've actually split around him. Olaf's just covering off the bomb site. They're kind of toying with their prey right now, I feel. To
be fair, Flush's position is fantastic. To commit to push him takes so long, and he can just sit here and he knows the diffuser's going to come in. And there we go. That should have been the job done. Spitty's still alive somehow. Trying to find these guys, and he's just not having any luck. Look at them. They are literally just toying with him. And there we go. Flusher closes it down, but that got very close on the cross then.
Oh, Olaf went down with the bomb.
Flusher did get a 4K though.
Yeah. Very wild style. Actually, I think it was JW or Olaf that snuck through double doors when they were smoked down. Two members of Penta went through the smoke, and he went the opposite way and came around the back of them.
Probably JW. Olaf split through drop, so...
Oh, it was JW. Managed to sneak around. Very clever little play. 11-5 the score. 3 MAC-10s in the hands of Fnatic, 2 AKs. Scout for Strux, though, who did all right with the sniper earlier, but Flusher not letting him get away with that one. And I don't think this USPS is going to do a great deal either against these MAC-10s. They are flooding through on towards A side.
Yeah, and Spitty's already got a faceful. He did have the head armor as well, but there's still the deagle from Tarsin. Gonna catch out Crims, but so much more to do, and the Deagles are certainly rattling off. That bomb is loose, but now back in the hands of Flusher. This is going to have to be an outstanding round for Tabson.
He's trying. That grenade is going to find his target. Oof, takes Flusher down to 17. These are pretty low. JW's the one with the health, but oh, unfortunately, he manages to tag up Tabson heavy. I think he's going to be happy to save that MAC-10 and hope they push his position. So that would take it to 12-5, barring anything miraculous. No kit for Tabson, so he has to back away from this one. And Fnatic will allow him the escape. 12-5. So that's the opening couple of rounds. Now Penta should be able to buy up. Tell a lie, did they force into that one? Oh, they go, yeah, well, they went Deagles, so may not be able to actually buy up here. See how much they're going to come into it with you. No, they're not.
Nope. Imagine a couple of Deagles maybe thrown around. We'll see. See the money being dropped out. And Crims actually becoming the Kraken this time, not JW. But I guess JW does have the rifle, so why do it? I want to see where Crims goes. Observer, please.
Crystal got the Zeus as well. I think he's going to drop. Yes, he is.
Come on, Crims. Unleash the Kraken. Let's go. Let's go. JW, don't block him. What are you doing, JW? There we go.
There's no smokes there either.
All right, this could be it. Crystal, let's go. Oh, Crims has one shot.
Crystal with the Zeus.
There we go.
Oh, not going to work.
He's got 3 more shots to make. One's on the side though. Tabson's going to pin him down. But always nice to see the Kraken coming out.
Yeah, Crystal got very close though with that Zeus. Oof! Tabson keeping alive. He did well with the Deagle last round, and that's given them pause for thought. 3 players on the wraparound for Fnatic straight over to A side. Strux is just going to sit back with this one. He's got himself an AK. He's happy to let them have the round. So 13-5 will be the score for Fnatic. And this is kind of what we expected once they get on the T side. They did win the pistol, so they have got themselves their 3 opening rounds. And now, of course, Penta will be buying up in the next. It's the real test for them, see what they can do with rifles.
It is going to be the big question. They've always seemingly done okay on pistols as well. That's the kind of irony of it all. That they've not picked it up. Yep. So great save there for him. He'll be really chuffed with that. But I guess you can always put it out to drop.
He takes it to drop. He'd be fine. Yeah. It's definitely a viable, but Olafmeister's not quite letting him get away with this one. He's going looking with the MAC-10. Pronax is doing the same as well. The 2 MAC-10s on the hunt. Oh, Tabson, he's tucked in the corner. Is Olaf going to check the corner? He's on his head.
On top of them.
Oh, he's found him. And now they know Strux is... Oh, well, Olaf, that's one way of getting him. Through Pronax's back.
Jesus. So they get away with nothing in the end. That's so upsetting to see. But regardless of that, they will be able to buy into this one. They do have the guns. They do have some economy building up here. And the Kraken's back out. He had enough money to go for a proper buy, but I guess if you're Crims, this might be a proper buy. I'm not sure. All right, let's see where he goes this time.
Totally valid tactic.
It is if you're Crims or JW. Do what you want. Tabson, though, on the precipice here, gets taking a little low. Got to be careful of that spray through, but he does live to fight another day. But while this happens, you can hear it. Drop room is being pressured. Olaf still with the MAC-10 as well.
Risky play, for sure. At the moment, though, Penta hold steady. Smokes are cleared. Tabson's going to try and get that molly in. Forces him out. Nicely played there, but answered quickly by JW. So a 1-for-1 trade. And now the flash comes through. Spitty just going back a little bit. Expecting this B push from Fnatic. Strux actually rotating over to A. This is going to leave Penta in a 4-on-2 situation.
Fnatic have so much to work with, though. Look at this. Crystal's only got a nade and a flash left, whereas Fnatic have so much. 3 smokes still up. 4, excuse me. They could do the line of smoke across B if they fancied it. They might just go for that soon. They've got 30 seconds now. They looks like they get into some sort of position for it. Smokes are coming in. The line is going to be formed, so going to force Spitty and Tarsin to commit towards the site, and that's what they're going to predict here. But look at this. Already, Crim's going to split off by himself. Spitty is going to position on the side, look up and over. He'll catch out JW, and that's going to be in real trouble. Bomb is going down, though, but Strux finds Crim's coming out drop.
And now that's going to be Penta just clearing them out of sight, no problem. Nice boost, worked out well, got themselves the clean sight. They do find it eventually. I was going to say, are they going to get the defuser trying to collect all the nades and weapons? But Penta get themselves the round. This was the important one as well, remember. This is one they got the rifles in there. Question maybe Fnatic obviously sticking around with the MAC-10s. The Kraken's having a little fun with it. Clearly well in control of this game, though. They can't afford to buy themselves straight back in. Let's see what they do. Yeah, an AK finally coming out of Crims this time around. So it looks like it will be AKs all around. JW, what are you going to do? Is it going to be an AWP? Is it going to be an AWP? Is it going to be an AWP? He's just not going to buy anything. Oh, no, he's gone Kraken. Of course he has. just to mess with us. Well, Crim's had his time with it. And JW is thinking, it's only fair that I get to play as well.
Let's just follow him. Like, it works, so...
Well, he got the double or triple, wasn't it, last time around?
Yes, let's follow. Let's see if the Master can tame the Kraken. Yep. Yes, he can. There's the first. He doesn't check window, though. There is a player there. He's got to be a little cautious. Going to switch up to the rifle, though, so we can follow someone normal now. Don't worry. And now Tabson's going to be caught out. Already Olaf pushing through the smoke. And Fnatic just picking up the pace a little here. Looking for those kind of aggressive shots. JW's going to have another chance at it. I'm going to pick it up that time.
The Kraken, it's a deadly weapon in the right hands. This time around, it was challenged out. Oh, Flusher's going to come around the back of them. He does find Crystal. Crystal challenging him out. Strux is trying to push on through. Strux does get one down. Olafmeister on site, but that bomb being planted by...
They are low.
Pronax. They are very low. Strux tries to push through, but going to get caught. Crims is there. They know exactly where Crystal is. But Crims doesn't hold on.
Crystal
now, Pronax has got no health at all here. That's going to be a great flash. Catch him off guard. Smoke goes down. He could just go straight and stick the defuse. Oh, but Pronax gets around the back of him. And Fnatic close out the round. 14-6. And that breaks, unfortunately, Penta's economy once again. And match point will be looming very soon. Yeah,
looking at Strux here to probably drop out some pistols, I can imagine, but he is on 5k. I guess there's no point by now. There we go. So he does drop out the P250s, a couple of deagles. He'll still be fine going forward, still 3.7k on him. But Fnatic running the double Kraken, in case one wasn't enough, you can get two. And doesn't work. Crims does, though. There we go. So a 1-for-1 trade coming out here, but Olaf going to be pushing straight through towards B, and they have cleaned up. And already, Crystal and Strux, the last two standing. Crystal was very impressive, actually, with the USPS in their first game of this evening. Doing very well when he was playing over, I think it was towards CT Arch side on Inferno. Catching out a good couple of players there. But still, Strux and Crystal not having a great deal to do here, and I think they know that there wasn't much of a chance into this round. Yes.
Don't think they're going to be pushing too much. It's Olaf that's on the hunt. Strux is hiding in the corner. You just hear the Kraken going in the distance. He's going to pop out, gets himself one, but the Kraken's challenging him. And Pronax isn't going to pick up the kill in the end. Crystal around the corner. Haha, survives the Kraken. Just a little foot shot, but 15-6. No surprises, I don't think, too much in the scoreline that Fnatic will be closing this one out. But Penta started off, put up a good challenge. It was, I think it was like 3-3, 4-3 at one point. Fnatic, once they start getting the bit between their teeth and start just enjoying themselves a little, they are struggling to contain them. You need to force them to respect you, and double cracking is not exactly that.
But they have now got the AWP in place. I'm curious to see if that one's going to change anything up here. Crystal's been doing very well previous to now, but Flush already going to find Strux. It's not exactly the best to start, but up close and personal on towards that B side, but it's going in towards, at least now, you know, it was Penta's favor, but they brought it back to a 3v3. JW, not exactly in the perfect place to use this Kraken, but he is in between them a touch here. But that bomb still yet to be utilized. Crystal could have the better of Flusher as well.
Tarsin's back in towards JW.
JW could define this. Here we go. If JW stops Tarsin from rotating and they find Crystal quickly, they're in a good spot. But Crystal, with the AWP, not going to allow him to get close. He's going to predict another, though. And he's just seen, I think, Olaf then. This is going to be a very tough round. JW, oh, just at this moment,
they're just
really?
teasing us. That's just teasing us. Right there.
Okay, bet's in.
Oh.
There we go. That'll answer that.
Yeah,
but it's down to Crystal now. 1v2 on the site.
I think that one might have been odds on. Oh no, Crystal's right there. Oh, he finds the shot on JW. Close range, and he manages to get one. And Olaf rescues the round. Crystal going big with the AWP there. Gets himself a triple.
This man has been having a very good day, to be fair. I've loved watching him play up till now. So I'm hoping maybe that AWP can do a little more, though. 14-18 overall. So not a bad day for him. However, on the other side of things, when Flush is performing, Crim's having a good game. It's kind of curious, you know, the likes of Olaf and JW not at the top, but I guess it doesn't matter if you win the game in the end. But we are going to see JW now picking up the AWP on the T side, and it looks like we're going to be clashing heads here on A long. Pronax leading the way, going to switch up, leaping away. He's well ahead of the curve here. Going to find Crystal. That's the big threat removed. Straight up exchange, though. Strux does get the nade towards Pronax, and JW trying to find openers with this AWP.
Olaf still just lurking over on B while the rest of the team push through. Spiddy trying to keep them back here.
They are low.
Picked himself up the AWP, and oh, he's just delicately dancing in the flames. But now they're going to make the rotate all the way over to B site. And I think Penta, do they realize it? Tarsin and Spiddy still sticking around. Tabson's all alone on A site, and Olaf Meister, he's starting to creep his way through.
Tabson's going to hear the footsteps. He knows they're here, so they need to start moving. Tarsin's a little too far behind, but Olaf already doming down Tabson means this is down to 3v2 in favor to Fnatic.
Spiddy going to try and creep on through the door. Gets himself one onto Crims there. Crims was using the AWP, but Olaf still alive. Oh, he's down to a 1-on-2. Tarsin picks himself one off, but look at that. Olaf knows exactly where he is. He just needs to deal with the other. Spins around, keeps the spray going, and takes them both out. Olaf Meister, well, he goes big in the end when it counts, and it will be Fnatic that close out the game. Expected result in the end, but not bad play from Penta overall. Yeah,
I think we could see there was a pinch of salt. Let's just define it as coming out from Fnatic. There, you know, a little bit, but there were rounds that they were forced, and you can't take too much away from Penta because they were playing well. Crystal having some big rounds. Their T-side play was actually quite impressive, especially their play towards the B side. It did overwhelm the likes of JW several times, but then Fnatic's T-side has always been something to be revered.
Yeah, absolutely. So, quality stuff all through the night. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Mouse versus Virtus Pro. That's going to get rescheduled, so we will see it again at some point. But 16-8 was the start of the night. NIP on Cbble. Started off so well. It was 8-7 the first half, and we thought we were on for a close game, but NIP turned it on when they got on towards that T side. But then the big score for Titans, 16-3, and of course Penta, tough night for them tonight.
Yeah, certainly having a bit of a thrashing. But looking back at that first game, of course, Get Right and Alu having the big performance there for themselves. Inferno, it was pretty much the whole of Titan, let's be honest, and on the closer, actually Flusher doing very well, and Crystal for Penta. So it's nice seeing maybe some less familiar faces doing really, really well inside of these teams.
Yeah, so of course we do have more matches coming up tomorrow, and it's pretty big tomorrow. You and Mitch are going to be doing this one.
Yeah,
it's an NIP Na'Vi double right there. Inferno and Overpass, followed by Mirage between Fnatic and TSM, the two top teams in the league and in the world. And it's on Mirage. Impressive stuff. TSM took down Virtus Pro just yesterday on Mirage. So closing out the night, though, Don't know who's going to play for SK versus Time.
Yeah, it's who turns up pretty much for them, quite literally, as in which roster do we have. But I'm so excited for the Fnatic TSM game. That's, TSM's current form online throughout practice has been pretty formidable, but I believe while these games were going on, actually Nip got a very good result against them, so I want to double check on that. But those two on that map, so much to be seen, so much to be looking forward to, and of course Nip before then, already having a good day today. Hopefully that transitions in towards tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. And speaking of tomorrow, in 3 hours' time, North America is going to be kicking off. Now, Luminosity are going to be starting off against Winter Fox. That'll be an overpass. Cloud9 in action as well later on. 3-sub with 2 matches tonight. That's all going to be happening in 3 hours' time. As I say, we are about to hit 11 p.m. I was about to say 11 a.m. I wish it was 11 p.m. here in Germany. And, of course, 3 hours' time, 2 a.m. is when it all starts. Until then, though, thank you very much for watching. I've been D-Man. This has been Pansy. We are here live at ESL ESEA Pro League Studios. We'll see you tomorrow.